Sports Extra.
Welcome to our final Sports Extra of the spring, where basketball teams everywhere were hoping to go out with a bang. Illinois and Ohio State needed 2 overtimes today, while Sesser-Valier looked to finish off their Cinderella season with a state title. And let's take you straight to Peoria. Red Devils taking on top-ranked Salt Fork, winners of 26 straight games. Let's take you to the second quarter. Kendall Gibson, turnaround Jay in the lane, going to tie the game at 10 apiece, but Salt Fork had an answer. Joel Lerner taking it in for 2. He led all scorers on the day with 20. And the Red Devils' leading scorer all season long, Justin Matty, held scoreless in the first quarter. He had just 4 points in the first half. And SV was down 8 at the break. Second half now, TJ Eubanks dropping the huge tray. Red Devils within 6. The Storm, though, would push the lead back to 11 off this Jake Manning bucket. And Red Devils trying to get back in it. Gibson with the bucket there. Then he's going to come back and get the steal on defense up the court to Miles Tinsley for the finish. But Salt Fork would build a 10-point lead in this game. More Lerner this time from the corner. And Kendall Gibson turning up the defense again later, his second steal of the day. And a little later on the same possession, gets the runner to drop. He led all Red Devils with 15 points. And then later, Dane Eubanks, the hoop and the harm. Sesser-Valier back within 5 early in the fourth quarter, but with 6.5 minutes left in the game, Salt Fork would get in the double bonus. They go on a 13-2 run for the next 3 minutes to get a 49-33 lead, and Gibson, Sesser-Valier's leading scorer and the best defensive player they have, fouls out, and more Storm from there. John Chandler, the fast break layup, and Sesser-Valier going to fall in the state title game 55-42. So Kendall Gibson leads all Red Devil scorers today with 15 points. Justin Matty finishes with 8 points on 2 of 15 shooting. SV was out-rebounded by the Storm by 11 and shot just 13% from three-point range. Yet even with the loss, it's a school record and program best second-place finish for the Red Devils. Afterwards, the team talked about what went wrong today.
I thought we looked a little flat, especially early in the game. And you know, we kind of came back. We made a little run there in the third and fourth quarter. Then got down a few more and just wasn't able to get over the hump.
I don't know what it was. I mean, credit to them. Salt Fork, they're a great team. They matched up with us. They were physical with us, and our shots didn't fall, and they out-rebounded us.
Giving Salt Fork a lot of credit. Every time we missed a shot, they would go down and capitalize on our missed shots, and we just had a poor effort rebounding, and they out-rebounded us. And missed shots and bad rebounding just doesn't mix well together.
And to celebrate a successful season, Sesser-Valier will be honored tomorrow at 2 p.m. at the high school. Now, part of that means the Waltonville fire trucks will escort the team off the interstate back to Sesser. But right now, we're going to head back to Peoria, where Matt Bierman has more on the Red Devils' record-setting season.
It wasn't the way the Sesser-Valier boys basketball team wanted it to end. Runner-up in state. After the game, you could see plenty of disappointed faces, but once they got a chance to soak it all in, they realized just what they had accomplished.
Experience was unbelievable. Every night when we were on the regional and everybody said we could, and then the sectional, the super sectional, that was pretty awesome. And playing up here, it's every little kid's dream if they ever watch Illinois high school basketball, and it was just phenomenal playing up here, and I'm glad I got the experience.
If you would have told me at the beginning of the year that we were going to get runner-up in state, I would have thought you were crazy. But, you know, it was just a great experience. You know, coming even in our regional, you know, we weren't expecting to get out of that, and to come to Peoria and get to fulfill a childhood dream, it's unbelievable.
It's kind of bittersweet. You hate to go out on a losing note and to get this close and not quite come up with it, but our kids played hard, and what a great season, and we had such good fan support here today.
We're not a big town. We only got 2,000 people in our whole town, but I think every one of them were here today.
Still not a bad season for the Sesser-Valier Red Devils boys basketball team. They finished 26-10 and a runner-up in state. That's the best finish to any boys basketball team that Sesser-Valier has ever had. That's it for now. Reporting in Peoria, Matt Bierman, News 3 Sports.
Well, earlier today in the 1A third place game, it was Madison dominating Eastland. And in the 2A ranks late in the fourth quarter, it's Manuel and Robinson tied at 60 apiece in the title game, while Breeze Central falls in the third place game by 10. And besides the state tournament games, Southern Illinois made its mark on the skills challenge. Woodlawn freshman Gabe Owens hit 9 trays in the first round of the three-point competition in his rookie appearance. Owens got 5 in the tiebreaker to get the win. Meanwhile, Century senior Chris Baker finishes his high school basketball career as the 1A slam dunk champion. He scored 35 points in that final. Baker will compete in the King of the Hill State Slam Dunk Championship that combines all classes next Saturday. Well, the March Madness field will be set later tomorrow, and Illinois making a strong case for its inclusion with an upset over Wisconsin in the Big Ten Tourney yesterday. Today, meeting Ohio State in the semis, a team they have yet to figure out this season. But the Illini with a chance to get some revenge for 2 regular season losses late in regulation. Buckeyes down 2. Evan Turner working the baseline and gets the game-tying 2. But the Illini with a chance to win. 3.1 seconds left. The late pass inside by McCamey, and it's not in time, so we head to the extra period and shot clock winding down in the first overtime. McCamey gonna fire the triple and it gets it to fall. Illini up 4, but late in the extra period, Turner doing it all today for Ohio State, this time driving the lane off the glass to knot it again at 75. So we head to a second overtime, and Turner in the second OT gonna take it in for the 88-81 win is what Ohio State would eventually win by. Meanwhile, the other semi from the Big Ten Tourney, Purdue ice cold in the first half, manages just 11 points while they fall to Minnesota today big, 69-42. And Kentucky taking on Tennessee in the SEC semis. The Vols, one of the Cats' 2 losses on the season. First half, Kentucky up 4. Vols turn it over. The Cats going to capitalize. DeMarcus Cousins on the break for the Jam. Wildcats were up 6. Then second half, now Eric Bledsoe going to bury the 3. Kentucky up 14 and cruising later in this game. This time, John Wall going to find Patrick Patterson for the slam. Wildcats win big, 74-45 to advance. So Kentucky meets Mississippi State, a winner over Vandy in tomorrow's SEC championship, while Ohio State will face Minnesota. Of course, I'll have plenty more on Sesser-Valier's runner-up finish coming up tomorrow at 5. Until then, thanks for joining me this season on Sports Extra. Have a wonderful weekend.